Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Grand Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. Wa Agwatim, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. Alright, let me hit these notifications real quick. And basically for this video, dealing with the fact of how we are the Israelites, you know, you have, and I'm pretty sure brothers have seen it by now, the No Nigger Zone video where that Asian man called this young African American young black male, he said, you don't belong here. He said this is a no nigger zone. All right, and so, and I'm just watching the elder brother, the head of the Maryland camp. I'm watching his video on it, and the thing that came to mind, you know, right here it says, but they say we don't fit the curses of the Bible, and that's an on-point statement. Who else? What other group of people? Is there a reason why we're hated so much? All right, if we're not the Israelites, then why are we hated so much? Is it what are we? What are we? The cursed Canaanites? We're the cursed seed of Ham, where it says he'll be a servant of servants. All right, is that going to be the reasoning? All right, people like Vocab and these other scoffers. Why are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans hated so much? Why were we put into slavery and done so horrifically? Then upon release, done even worse. Why do we have a bad reputation wherever we go? Why do we get treated like absolute trash wherever we go? There has to be a reason for this. If you believe in a higher power, do you not think that he would explain something like that for a whole group of people? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, for a whole nationality of people to be under continual suffering, to have no form of leadership or rulership in their communities, all right, or wherever land masses they dwell. All right, why is this going on? All right, hey, so who else can be the Israelites? All right, let's, and you know, I'm gonna see if I can find this other clip. Has this type of stuff happened?
And 1 million white. This is Rosedale in lawns for these homes.
Hold on. You know what? I just sat here. I had to type in so much shit. They want to suppress this type of history on YouTube. I just had to search for a hot little minute, y'all, trying to find this clip. And I've seen, I believe, 2 other brothers re-upload it. I just couldn't track it down through them. But when I was typing in what I was typing in on YouTube, it was giving me the damnedest of times. All right, showing you these devils are just devils. Shit. You hear what they call him in?
Turn around, y'all. Hey, don't come back. Don't come back. Don't come back. It is the new boy who wanted with that.
Come on, y'all. We were riding down this block, and these white people start saying, get out of here, niggas. You know, get out of my neighborhood. Don't come to this neighborhood. Then they start hitting on her. Throwing rocks and everything else. Throwing rocks. Because we were in their neighborhood.
We went on a bike hike to McDonald's. We didn't mean to bother anybody.
We had a nice
saw a parade, we saw a gathering, so we went down there to see what was happening. All right. I mean, we didn't bother anybody. We weren't looking for trouble. I never even know people around here were like that. I've never experienced anything like this in my life.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me, but this little boy, short boy about my size, or little short, had picked up a rock, and he was in the front of all these tall honkies. But he threw the rock. He tried to hit my sister, but he almost hit me about that much away from me. And I was sure wish he had hit me with that rock. I would pick up the rock right next to me and hit him right dead in his face. They always say.
So, you know, I'm pretty sure some brothers have seen this. This is how we get done. You know, this was back in 76, and I'm pretty sure that these girls that experienced that helped develop their self-hatred. So the children that they would have had and would have gone on to raise, they would have been raising them to the point that where we are now. You know, destroyed single mother raised households where you're raised to be obedient to Esau, Edom, and to hate yourself. All right, that right there probably instilled that type of mindset inside of them. And what other group of people is going through shit like this? All right, let's go to Psalms, I believe it's 44. What other group of people is getting done like this? And would it not be in the Bible, the book that the Heavenly Father gave to I won't say humanity, but gave to Israelites? Would he not? You think he forgot to mention that? All right, this is Salakia, this is Psalms. I'm gonna start at, let me see. Go down. Yep. Psalms 44 and 9. All right, and I believe this is one of the Psalms of David. It says, "But thou hast cast us off and put us to shame, and goest not forth with our armies." All right, what people? The Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We've been cast off and put to shame. All right, cast off from where? Our land. All right, from our heritage, from knowing who we are, and we've been put to shame. That's why there's no recompense for just killing a nigga, for calling a nigger and just doing them all types of dirty. Yeah, okay, that Asian dude, yeah, he lost his job. Man, if this place had the time, a couple years go by, he'd be right back working. All right, or he can open up a GoFundMe and get several million, like the dude who killed Mike Brown. Hey, we still ain't seen him, y'all. That nigga got his couple mil off of that, and that dude disappeared. That dude off on Pedophile Island with Epstein. You know, he got the fuck on. All right, verse 10. It says, "Thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, and they which hate us spoil for themselves." And that's what we were seeing here. Them Israelites, them little girls had to turn their back and run. They didn't have any might, all right, which I'm going to have to get that out of Deuteronomy 28. They didn't have any might or defense. They had to turn and run before their enemies, even as children. Verse 11, it says, "Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and scattered us among the heathen." That's what, once again, we've seen, all right? We're a loaf of bread on a shelf, can be grabbed and damaged by anybody, all right, and nothing will happen. We'll just be left there fucked up and folded up, all right? And it says what? We're scattered among the heathen. So not only are we here in America, but we're on all the continents, in every countries, in every city, all right, getting done in this similar fashion. All right, now, are some of us in higher points of society than others? All right, yes, you have your celebrities and athletes, all that bullshit, niggas who just, you know, went to college and got a job, you know, making 6 or 7 figures. But that's very few. And even those Israelites who have gotten some degree of success are suffering on a deeper level than their contemporaries that are heathens that have success. All right, a rich Jake is still going to be catching hell, all right, compared to a so-called, to a rich Edomite. All right, and for an Israelite to get rich, you can work your way up, get yourself a little bit of something, but to actually start acquiring some wealth, our people have to sell out themselves. They have to disregard themselves, their nature, their culture, their heritage, and completely abandon their ways to be accepted. These heathens don't have to do that. All right, verse 12 says, "Thou sellest thy people for naught, and dost not increase thy wealth by their price. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us." All right, and everyone around us hates us. That's why, hey, this is a no nigger zone. What he said verbally is what these heathens think mentally. He just let it slip out his mouth. This is a no nigger zone. All right, that's why you have certain cities, and I know y'all seen, you go to certain cities, there ain't no sidewalk. You go to certain cities, there's no bus. All right, there's no most of the stores only let you use your debit or your credit card. Why? Because those are cities, that's them in a polite, quiet way telling you, we don't want no people who can't afford to be here, which is who? You Israelites. We're scorn and a derision everywhere. All right. Verse 14, "Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people." And that's ultimately our people. Who else, wherever they go, nigger, spick, just all types of things. I'm pretty sure we have the most derogatory terms against us. You know, what's the only? Hey, there's only like couple things you got to Edomite. You got hunky, cracker. You know, that's about it. That's nothing. You know how many words they got for? Man, I heard some shit the other day, man. Somebody super spook. You know, you was super spook, man. I heard that. I was like, God damn. I was like, how many damn racial slurs did they have for us? You know? No. Super spade is what dude said. Not calling me that. I heard it get said, man, a super spade. Talking about the black of spade. He's called a nigga a super spade, man. Who else? What other group of people? And a byword is basically a non-formal terms, calling you outside of your name among the people. All right. And what were these kids calling them as they was marching their asses down? And there was adults in that crowd too, chasing fucking children, man. Come on, Esau. They leaping and jumping, nigga. That's what they call them. All right. So who else fits these curses? Who else fits the biblical prophecies of being scattered throughout the whole planet, suffering until the Messiah returns? Not you Amalekites. All right. And if I remember correctly, I can't find the clip, but I for some reason remember a clip of Amalekites chasing out Jakes as well. And if I come across that, I'm gonna put that up. Now this is Deuteronomy 28. Now I forgot that it was used several times, but the word destroyed, I'm gonna just get the one out of 45. Deuteronomy 28 and 45, it says, moreover, all these curses shall come up upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And we sure are destroyed. Alright? I didn't even realize it was said that many times in the scripture. We sure are destroyed. The condition of our people is desolate. We have no might. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that one. I'm going to just search it up. I know it's further down, but I don't feel like struggling to find it. We have no might here. Who else does that fit? Does that fit the Amalekites? You say something to an Amalekite and watch you be locked up. All right? Watch you the Anti-Defamation League be knocking on your door talking about, come out here. You better you have to come out here. Right? Now. All right? Ready to take you to court on some BS. Deuteronomy 28 and 32, it says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. Hey, that's right here. These were literal daughters of Israel. They were under the hand of them little devils. Them Edomites could have took their lives and wouldn't have nobody been able to help them or stop them. All right, and back then, you know, dealing with our slavery mainly with this Deuteronomy 28, our families were divided. All right, children taken, kidnapped, sold, and you could do nothing about it. All you could do is sit and cry as you watch them get taken down the road in a fucking horse carriage, or maybe walking. They wouldn't even give us the luxury of being in a horse carriage. You probably had to walk your ass 300 miles to the next plantation. All right, it says, and there shall be no might in thine hand. And that's what we sure are seeing. All right, for a grown man to be able to call another grown man all the way out of his name, and he can't do anything about it. All we can do, then, you know, it's the smartest thing to do right now, you know, stand back and record. But that just goes to show you we don't have any might. We can't retaliate. Hey, in the ancient world, you start cursing somebody, all right, calling somebody outside of the name, them was death words. Someone has to die now. When King David was being cursed by that man, what was his name? Shimei. All right, S-H-I-M-E-I, I believe it was. King David's men were about to go kill him. All right, talking crazy to somebody in the ancient world, them was fighting words to the death. And now we can't do nothing about it. Why? Because we're at the bottom. Because we're the Israelites, and we have been scattered, and we are now. We are those people. All right. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Hashem HaKadosh, the honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all. They're like Akim, Walk, Watim, learning, teaching truth and sincerity. I'm going to say Shalom.